This next section is intended to those who want to maybe tackle a pantry project, but they don't know, is their pantry really suited for the EZStudRack storage system? What I will show you here in this video is how to do a scale drawing on a piece of maybe 2-cent graph paper, and maybe 10-15 minutes of your time, and you'll get a true understanding of what your pantry will look like after you're done remodeling it. Kind of give you an idea too what supplies is needed, what however many EZStudRacks you'll need. And so continue listening if you are new into remodeling, want to tackle your pantry with the EZStudRack system, and want to do a scale drawing just by hand sketching in a few measurements in your pantry. So a lot of times whenever you take measurements, you're kind of at a loss as to how things are going to be built. I have the benefit of doing everything in 3D, so I can see it in 3D and know exactly what to buy and all that. But this is actually pretty easy. If you have a piece of graph paper that you can buy, I think I bought this packet here at the store for like 97 cents. And it's a 4x4 rule. They have a 5x5, however many squares there are. I don't even know exactly what all that means. Anyway, this one looked like it would fit. So the pantry, since it's wide, I'm going to use the wide side here and short side on the short side of the paper. So we got a pantry that is a rectangular pantry. What I call a rectangular pantry is one that's rectangular. You go to my website, go to rectangular pantries, and you get plenty of examples. So here we have one that's 29 3/4 wide, 23 inches deep, and then as the door opens and closes here, there's little areas here on the side that we can put shelves. One's 2 1/4 and one's 2 1/2. So with the graph paper, I'm just using these squares and assuming that, hey, I'm going to assume that these are all 1 inch. So if I do that, I would count out, say, let's just start, say here. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Let's see if I counted that out right. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. 29, and since it's 29 3/4, I'm just going to go, say, about 3/4 of the way on this other little square. So we know it's going to go up that way. It's going to go like that, and then up like that. So let's continue on. This is 29 3/4, and I'm kind of videoing upside down, I believe, so it might be harder to read. 29 3/4 and then 23 up. So we know this is going to be 23. So we'll count up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So we'll follow this across over here. So this is our 23, this is our 29 3/4 wide, so we end up right here. So now we're starting to get a true scale as to what size this rectangular pantry is. Over here we got 2 1/2 on one side and 2 1/4 on the other side. So you got 1, 2, and a little half square. And over here you got, this is supposed to be 3/4. So let's just go 2 squares. We're not too concerned about these sides here. And I'll get a darker marker so we can really let it stand out if we can't see it on the video. Okay, so 23 by 29 3/4, you got 2 1/4 here, 2 1/2. Now, this particular pantry we are going to take and we're going to do 1x4s on the side and a 1x10 in the back. Now, a lot of people get confused as to what 1x4s, 1x10s are. Well, I'll write this out. A 1x4 is actually 3/4 wide, or 3/4 thick by 3 1/2 wide. Length doesn't matter because we'll change the length up. Okay, so then a 1x10 is 3/4 by 9 1/4 wide. Probably wondering why I went 9 1/4 versus 3 1/2. I think when they get to a certain width, they change to quarter versus the half. Anyway, not important. So what we know is that we can only fit a 1x4 on this side and a 1x4 on this side. So, and back here we can have however thick we want. This is the back of the pantry. Now, I always recommend 1 row deep storage. Keep the shelves as small as possible to fit the items that you're going to put. So I'm thinking, you know, box of cereal is pretty wide. A 1x10 will work, which is 9 1/4 wide. So based on that, we know that we're going to go 3 1/2 here. So I'll go ahead and count 3 1/2. So you got 1, 2, 3. Of course, this is 3/4. So 1, 2, 3. A little bit. So it's going to actually stick out over here. The board. So we'll just follow that through. I'm just going to put a dotted line right now. And we know over here you got a 3 1/2. 1, 2, 3 1/2. So that board's going to stick out. Now remember, we're doing this to kind of plan how we're going to do this. A lot of people can think in their head, do this, you know, if you're used to doing this kind of stuff. This is tailored more towards the people that don't do this all the time, and they want to make sure that they get the right material, plan accordingly, and all that. So 3 1/2. This is 3 1/2. This is 3 1/2 boards, or 1x4 or 1x4. And the back, I recommend for this particular pantry, pretty much any pantry, the max you should do is a 1x10, which is 9 1/4. So we'll go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and a little quarter. So again, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and a quarter. So your shelf's going to be about that wide. So we'll do dotted lines across. Let's do the quarter section again right here. Okay, and let's just do dotted lines, just to keep things the same, showing that, hey, this is where I think my shelf's going to go. We do it in pencil so we can erase it if it doesn't work out. Okay, so there's where we're going to have. We're going to have 1x4s on the side, 1x10s on the back. Now, I always talk about doing your towers. You know, somehow you got to put the EZStudRacks on something. So we're going to occupy this little corner here with what I call a corner tower. if you look at my videos, you kind of get an idea under rectangular pantry. Look at the video of what a corner tower is. And there are actually drawings that you can go and duplicate these corner towers. Depends on the size that you're going to make. So remember, this is kind of to scale. EZStudRacks are going to go on this board. EZStudRacks are going to go on this board. Same here, EZStudRacks. Actually, you know what? I'm not doing this justice. I'm not doing it to scale. I'm just, since we are on scale, we might as well do it to scale, right? So your EZStudRacks are the size of a 1x4, which is 3.5 inches. So here we got an EZStudRack. Just going to go here, and I'll just kind of color it in. Here you're going to have an EZStudRack. I recommend putting it in the middle, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3.5. Well, how do we determine the middle? We'll just count squares. Say 1 square, 1 square, 1 square, 1 square, 1 square, 1 square. That leaves 1, 2, 3. Alright, so this is your EZStudRack about right here. I'll try to translate that across. EZStudRack. It's not really that critical where we draw the EZStudRack. Just the fact that we draw it to give you an idea of where the EZStudRack is. Let me just shade it in. Okay, there we go. Now your 1x4, if you look in on my website, you're going to build it something like this. Or not your 1x4, your 1x4 and your 1x10. So we'll go across like this, and then your 1x10. Or I think we might do it the other way. I don't quite remember how we do it. Either way, here's where we're at. Here's your corner sections. Here we're going to need EZStudRacks. So if you notice your shelf, I'm going to go ahead and color in the shelf here. Solid, make it solid. It's going to stick out a lot further than your wall. So what I recommend is we're going to have to cut the EZStudRack. So your EZStudRack's going to go like this, and then we're going to cut it to fit. We'll shave it down. Look at the video, and you'll see why we shave it down. And then your board that's going to come across here, I don't like having sharp corners. So I recommend let's come in here and cut the sharp corner at a 45. Make it look nice and clean. Is that a 45? I don't know. You can set it on your saw. So here we go. Now, oops. So I just noticed that the 45 is going from, oh no, that's correct, because your board fits inside the EZStudRack, so your 45 does go there. We'll go ahead and finish this off with a 1x10 solid. And it's going to come across here like this. You don't want to have it really, really tight, because you want to be able to pull it out easily. And so there you have it, 1x10. Now how do I know how wide this is? Well, since this is a scale drawing, I could just count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 in a little bit. You'll do all your final cuts, but this is just for getting material in, going to your local hardware store and saying, hey, I need so many shelves of a 22-inch wide. Or you can start planning, 22 inches wide, 22 inches wide. So I'm thinking I'm going to round up, that's 24 inches, that's 2 feet. So a 8-foot board, 8-foot length, will give me 4 shelves. Now we start planning. Well, I'm going to need more than 4 shelves, so maybe we'll double that in supplies when we go get it. Now with your 1x4s, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 inches, give or take. So 13 inches. Wide. Let's just say it's a little bit over 12, so at 8 foot you get probably 7 boards. So 8 foot long gives you 7 shelves. And it's approximately the same on that side. So now you can go to the hardware store and buy however many shelves you think you're going to need. Depends on the height of your pantry. This particular pantry was 18 inches high. I mean, we put probably, I don't remember the last count, but I think we got 4 8-foot long, so that's 14 shelves on one side and 14 shelves on the other. The back one I think had 9, 10 shelves. You can look at the video and figure all that out. So remember, 1x4s, 1x10s. Now you got a scaled drawing, and it was pretty easy by just counting squares. As you measure your pantry, I did a quick sketch and said, hey, it's 29 3/4 wide by 23 inches, and here's this and here's that, and there we have it. Hope this helps. Go to my websites, look at the drawings. Always email me with any questions at Eugenio, E-U-G, at EZStudRack.com.